Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Ace Racer. What? Ace Racer? Yes, we're back, baby. Kind of, I don't know, to be determined. But yes, let's continue playing this game. However, if you don't know anything about this game, I already made some videos talking about it, what the game is about and all of that. Link should be appearing in the top right about now. But if you're still here and you want to learn a little bit what this game is about, I'm going to give you a very quick overview on it. But let's do a race while we do that. So let's load into practice race, which to this day I'm not 100% sure if this is against humans or AI pretending to be humans, but oh well. Okay, here we go. So, what is the deal with this game? First of all, mobile racing game, arcade racing games. That is the main things that you need to know about this. I believe this game is available both in iOS and on Android. So that is that. It's a free game, mobile game, so you know how it goes with well, it's actually kind of a peculiar situation because even though it's a mobile game, this is not an ad-riddled game. It's kind of curious. The monetization on this game relies mostly on actually selling you stuff. Now, that's not to say that you cannot make any progress without spending money in the game, because everything that I'll show you in this video, it's stuff that I have gotten for free by playing the game, and even then not playing this game religiously, which is my point on the fact that I kind of gave up on this game for quite a while, but I'll talk about it in a second. I don't know what's happening. I think that's an ultimate of another card that is slowing me down. I have no idea what was that. This game, I was so hyped when it was gonna come out. I have been keeping an eye on it because I saw that it was coming out on China, on the Chinese market. And obviously I don't have access to that, so I could only see it from afar from videos that people would make on the game. But it looked like an interesting one, kind of out there, very much out there, but still kind of interesting looking. And I don't know what that is, but okay. So it's definitely a peculiar game because obviously it's like I said, an arcade racing game, so that's pretty straightforward. However, the cars have abilities. And as much as it is sort of a gacha game, this whole thing with the abilities makes it so that it's at least from other racing games that I played in mobile and even in PC or whatever, this is a completely different game with that whole thing with the abilities, because it makes it so that the cars, it's not only about how you drive them, you drive well, do you know the track, but also the ultimates are either there to help you or to mess the other players, or anywhere in between. It's weird, it's fun, it's interesting. That's what I would say. Now, I swapped my car to the Porsche 911 GT2 RS just because it's a car with a big wing. I like it. But yeah, overall, the whole thing with the ultimates or abilities or whatever you want to call them, it's interesting. I'll try to show you when I use this one, because maybe in the previous race you didn't quite notice when I used it, if you're not familiar with this game. If you are, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so as I was saying, it's a strange situation because I did give up on this game. I was super hyped when the game was coming out, but then after a while I was playing it and all of that, but I completely lost interest and I completely abandoned it. I cannot explain exactly what it is. I do have a theory as to what could be one of the reasons, but I don't think that's the sole reason. And to this moment I'm still thinking about what could it be. But before that, let's just focus on this race a little bit. And there it is. My ultimate is charged, is that purple icon on the right side. I'm not gonna use it yet because this particular ultimate for this car makes it jump, and it's not that that's good for avoiding obstacles or anything. It's more that you get a bunch of speed, and if you do it, I believe this is all I believe because I don't have a ton of experience on this game, but I believe if you do it when you're taking a jump, it's gonna make it last a little longer. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, definitely a very interesting game, but I cannot explain exactly why I gave up on it. It's been many months since I actually played it proper. I don't know, probably like 4, 5, 6 months, I have no idea. And I really am interested in coming back to the game. Mostly because, well, you know, I've been playing a lot of Asphalt 8 since I became a content creator for that. I've been playing a bunch of Asphalt 9, both in the global and on the Switch version. But there comes a point where I'm sick of that what would I say, that formula. And like I said, this game is absolutely bonkers. Okay, I'm gonna use it here because that was my ultimate, but I never actually got to use it, so oh well. Yeah, you make this weird jump spinning and you get a bunch of speed from what I remember. But yeah, I kind of got tired of those games. Not that I don't like them and I don't want to play them. No, I still play them a bunch. But it's always good to have a... Ooh, I'm MVP. Nice. It's always good to have a little bit of variety. And this game is so different, it plays so different, that definitely is variety. But is that what made me stop liking the game? not quite, but let's look at the cars. Now, like I said, everything that you're gonna see over here with my cars are things that I have gotten for free in the game. I have paid not a single cent in this game, and all of this that I have is for free. But let's have a quick look over here. So there we go. This is my Porsche 911 GT2 RS, right? So I'm gonna go cycling around the car so that you can see what I own. I got my BMW i8. I got my BMW M8 GTE, kind of nice with the big wing and whatnot. Like it. We got my Beach Wayfarer. Okay, whatever. Actually, as I returned to this game a couple days ago before I recorded this video because I wanted to warm up into the game and kind of relearn whatever I had forgotten, I opened one of the kind of loot boxes. Not, you don't pay for them, but you know, you get them by gameplay. And I unlocked this car, so I'm like, oh, well, cool. I got a legendary big car. Cool, nice, I guess. There is the Blade, Aston Martin DB11, Zen, which is one, oh man, the one that looks, I like this car. I actually do like this car. There's the Disruptor, there is the Helios, Zephyrus, Ares, Volkswagen IDR, nice with the big wing, of course, Ford GT, Link and CO, I don't know what CO stands for, but okay, 03, Mini JCW, BMW M4 Racing. Oh, I love this one with the wide body and the wing. I love it. We got the Ford Focus RS, Ford Mustang, and that's it. We have cycled through the cars that I already own. Now, what I wanted to say is the whole thing with the fantasy cars. I think that is one of the reasons why, and this is my theory, that this is why I kind of, you know, it put me off a little bit. I like the real looking cars, the real cars, right? This, well, it's still like a bitch buggy, so nothing too special about it. I don't think it looks too insane. But then when you look at cars like this, you're like, yeah, this doesn't look like a car. It really looks more like a rocket ship. And that seems to be the case for a lot of these cars. Well, this one does look like a Le Mans prototype style of car, I think. So I still like this one in spite of the fact that it's fantasy. But then you look at this and it does look like it could be a real car. So maybe this is, in fact, the back kind of reminds me of the Mazda Fiore. This still passes for a real car. But then you have things like this. You know, like, oh, okay. Or maybe, I don't know, let's see what else is out there. There's a Zephyrus. So look at this, the ginormous rocket propeller thing is, look at this. I mean, it looks crazy, don't get me wrong. Very, very Hot Wheels like. But I think this is one of the reasons why I kind of was put off a little bit of the game, because of the cars being so crazy looking. I like obviously driving the cars that do look like proper cars and whatnot, but overall, I don't know, I feel like that put me off a little bit, those absolutely insane looking cars. So let me drive this thing because I really like, this is one of the starter cars, but it's, man, a very, very cool looking one. Now, before we go any further into more races, because there's a couple of tracks that I really, really want to show you because, man, that's interesting. I do want to show you one thing where it should be here. Not this, that. Yes, the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack, it's in the game. Now, this is, remember I said that you can get a bunch of things for free? This is not it. This one, from what I understand, you do have to pay for it. If I remember correctly, it's, I believe, AZ. By the way, shout outs to AZ for telling me some of this information that I had no idea about. I think you have to pay like $50 to unlock this car, and it's not like it's a king of the game or anything. I don't think that this game objectively have kings, but I don't know, I could be mistaken. I really don't know enough about the game to say that. But still, apparently it's a good car, and man, do I like it. I've never been a huge fan of Koenigsegg's, but the Jesko with the ginormous wing, man, it looks so good. Should I get it? What do you think? Should I spend a bunch of money and get the car in the game so that I have more of a reason to come back? I don't know. But while we're here, might as well show you all of the cars available in the game. So I already showed you the ones that I have. But real quick, let's just go through the list. We got Paladin, which is obviously, you'll realize real quick which ones are fantasy and which ones aren't, because it's Paladin. It doesn't have like an actual brand, but yeah. There's the Paladin, Shining, Excalibur. There's the McLaren P1, Koenigsegg Jesko, Infinity Prototype, Pagani Huayra BC. This is the BC, I don't know why it doesn't have that. We got the Catalyst, Neon, Wave Rider, Land Rover Defender, Rocket Fox, Bugatti La Voiture Noire, Vanguard, Nissan GTR Nismo, Kusana, Mercedes AMG G63, Audi TT RS, Ether, Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, Aston Martin Vanquish, Manta, Speedloader, Superloader, excuse me, Titan, a Faraday. This is not what you're thinking. They're from Faraday. Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, a Juggler, Ford F-150, Lotus GT430, BMW X5, Singularity, and a Volkswagen Beetle. So those are the cars available in the game. You can see that there's a lot of fantasy cars, but again, when you look at them, not that you can see them very, very clearly. Well, actually, you can browse them like this. But overall, see what I'm saying? That they look more like rocket ships than anything else. Let's look at another one. Oh, actually, this one does look very cool. Surprisingly, this does remind me a bunch of the Apollo Evo. So this still looks like a hypercar. Oh, crazily designed hypercar, but still looks like one. But then you got other stuff like, for example, the Wave Rider. Look at this thing. Looks kind of dope until you look at it from the back and you're like, oh, what is this? So yeah, the design of the car is a little bit strange, and I think that's one of the reasons that puts me off. It's so crazy, it's a little bit ridiculous. But talking about ridiculous, and this is going to contradict everything that I have just said this far, we're going to go into this track, the Golden Coast, because, oh man, do I want to show it to you. Now, this is going to be a ride, trust me. So, I don't even know if my car's in a good shape or not. I don't think I have upgraded it. A lot of these cars that I have not upgraded. But anyway, remember I said the whole thing about the cars looking insane, and that's kind of puts me off? That is not to say that I don't like Insanity, because some of these tracks are absolutely crazy, and I love them for it. Overall, from all the Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9 that I've played, like I said, I've played them a whole bunch, so I am a little bit tired of playing them. I still love them, I enjoy them with all the real cars and whatnot, but, you know, this game, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the game, oh Jesus Christ, it's very, very out there. We just saw it with the design of the cars in general, the non-real ones, but man, the tracks is where it gets really into weird spots. So far it still looks nice, right? The tracks look nice. I really like, by the way, that this game seems to perform pretty good compared to Asphalt 9 in my devices. Asphalt 9 is more laggy, this is less laggy, because I think they use more sprites. Oh boy, they seem to use more sprites, 2D sprites, than 3D models, which makes it so that it performs a little bit better overall. And I appreciate that, because you don't need 3D models for everything, you just need them where they're gonna look nice. But anyway, it's alright, the track looking interesting, right? It's just kind of what you expect. It's a little bit wild, but nothing too crazy. And by the way, I don't think there's different terrains over here. So by that I mean that it's not like, oh, you go on rough terrain and you lose a speed. Now I think you go to at regular speed at all times. I'm not sure about this. Again, like I said, I played this game, but not enough to really be an expert and talk about, oh, it works like this and that works like that. But anyway, now where am I going? Where's the road going? Where's the road? Oh, that's where it goes. That's right, you can go underwater for absolutely no reason. Your engine somehow still works. When you drift, you still hear the tires screeching somehow. Again, arcade, unapologetically arcade. And this is why I said that I'm kind of contradicting myself, because I think the design of the cars, I don't love it very, very much. But the design of the tracks, oh man, I like this nonsense. I think it has to do with the fact that the tracks being crazy, it's a ride with me. The cars looking like not really cars, I don't know, it puts me off. Because, for example, there's games like, what is that one called? Is it this side? Yeah, there we go. Burnout Paradise. That game has everything. It's fantasy cars, right? All of them are fantasy cars, but all of them look like actual cars, and I like them quite a bit because they still look like cars. But in this game, they don't look like cars. So that's why that level of nonsense kind of, it's not that it bothers me, but it puts me off a little bit. So I don't know, it's weird. But how about the track, huh? Peculiar, I'll say. And I switched back to my 911 GT2 RS just because it looks nice. And actually, there's another tiny bit of degree. This is, again, the mechanics of the game that I haven't gotten too much into. But there's type of cars that are better in particular types of tracks. For example, this track is a mountainous track, and this car is good for mountainous tracks. Mountain tracks, whatever. I don't know that mountainous is a word. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going right now talking very much about the strategy. I think that would be for other videos. Once I have a bit more knowledge of the game itself. For now, it's just like, I wanted to show a little bit of what this game is about. Like, it's not exactly an introduction, but it kind of is, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, whatever. Look at these tracks, they look absolutely beautiful, but here's where things go interesting. Oh, boy, big jump. Yeah, look at these tracks, it's just, oh man. And the fact that they perform a ride really, really makes me happy. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Interesting game. I really want to get back into it. Like I said, it's a game that I was super hyped about when it was coming out. Then again, I kind of forgot about it. And look at that. is that... Oh, I missed it. You can actually ride the rainbow. It's absolutely crazy. We're gonna have to try again. But... Oh, you know what? Let's do the big jump with the spinning flames. Let me see if I don't mess this up, because... there we go. Oh, no! What? All right, save me right there. But look at this track. It's crazy. I love it for it. I really do. Oh, and if I remember correctly, there is a big jumpy thing right here, and I missed the jump. Ah, Jesus Christ. That one, dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, baby. But oh boy, you gotta be careful. You can see there's kind of hazards in this zone. Okay, that worked. I jumped the fish. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense in these tracks. And I love it. I absolutely like this out of this world insane tracks. Oh, I'm MVP for some reason. Cool. Shock face. And now I switch to the Zephyrus, this car over here. Fantasy car, but also good for mountain tracks. So there we go. Let's use it a little bit just to have some variety of cars. Like I said, a lot of my cars are not necessarily super upgraded, but over here in practice races, it's kind of chill, so you get to have your fun even if the cars aren't necessarily amazing. But look at those big thrusters. I don't know. I don't like it. But anyway. So yeah, overall, it's a peculiar game. The insanity of the tracks is what kind of brings me back. Then, oh, there's another thing that it's kind of interesting to me. The fact that later, at some point later, much later, there's going to be a Lamborghini added in this game. Originally, I did say that I don't like playing games that don't have Lambos, but even then I still wanted to play this game because I was interested on having a different game for mobile that wasn't Asphalt, you know? Whee! Now I'm flying for absolutely no reason. I'm going to cancel it because I don't think flying over there is any good. You know what? Let's go on this side now. Yeah. And let's see if we can ride the rainbow. So even though there was no Lambos in this game, I still wanted to play it. But oh god, I was informed that in the Chinese version of the game they already added, or they're going to add a Lamborghini SVJ, and oh boy, you bet I will try to get it. Probably it's gonna be a situation of like, oh god, like the Koenigsegg Jesko ring out. Like the Koenigsegg Jesko, where I'm probably gonna have to spend a bunch of money in order to get it, but it's a Lambo, so I might just do it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do that? I probably will, to be completely honest. But yeah, and again, that's just in the Chinese version, so it's still gonna take quite a while before that shows up over here, probably like a year, maybe more, who knows. But maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea for me to come back into the game, learn the game a bit better on the events, how to make the most out of it, learn how to use the ECU switch to this. To this point, I still don't know what they're for, but you know, that's what I'm saying, that maybe it would be a good idea for me to learn the game and, you know, maybe make more videos. But you're gonna have to let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos on this game. It's not gonna be like daily videos or anything, still maybe a video a week or something, but you know, so that there's some content on this game happening, because I don't know, maybe you guys are interested in seeing more of this. Maybe you want to learn it as I do, and for people that already know it, maybe you want to see me struggle with it, or you want to give me some pointers. I don't know, it's all good. But all right, I just wanted to make this video and give a bit of an update in the state of this game for me, the fact that I want to play it a bit more again, and we'll see if I actually stick with it. Again, let me know in the comments if you liked it. Also, why don't you check these other videos in relation to Asphalt 8 and the Treasure Rush. Oh boy, the rewards in there were absolutely crazy. And this other video that I don't know what it is about, but YouTube knows that you'll like. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.